4-time state high school wrestling champions don't happen very often. As a matter of fact, in the state of Kentucky, we've only got 10 of them in 59 years of wrestling. Joe Carr Jr. of Woodford County was the third. You had James Earl Hardin from Kentucky School for the Blind in the late 60s. You had Robbie Clarkson from Connor in the late 70s, early 80s. But then we had to go wait all that time to the mid-90s, 93, 95, 96, 97 for our third one. And it was Joe Carr Jr. of Woodford County. Joe, we're here at your gym that you and your father operate, Carr Wrestling Academy in Lexington, Kentucky. And 1997 for you was, your matches could have been, in today's time, your matches could have been streamed live on the NFHS network. They could have been on like a pay-per-view, and people would have bought them. You probably would have broke records for pay-per-view buys, because you had, I say this, I think of all your videos so far, you had a Mike Tyson, Anderson Silva-esque, when this guy's wrestling, when this guy's fighting or boxing, it's an event. You got to watch it because you were the man. 1997, you were the man. You were coming in, 3-time state champion in the finals 4 years. You first 8th grader to win it. If you guys haven't watched Joe's 93, 95, 96 videos, they're above this one in the playlist. You got to check them out. So kind of talk me through your season. 1997 rolls around, you're a senior. I'm sure you're probably looking at college. I'm sure you're probably looking at like freestyle, Greco, outside of high school wrestling. But kind of walk us through when school starts, is there any question at all you're going undefeated and you're going to be a state champion?
As far as I'm concerned, no.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, I believe that you always have confidence in yourself and your abilities. Honestly, my goal was to win a junior national title.
Right.
And so everything else was just, in pursuit of that, leading up into that year.
I got you. I understand now. As always, we got the bracket. We're going to go over it here. First round, you wrestle Ryan Whaler from Fort Knox. You win that by a fall in 1 minute and 59 seconds. Was it right at the buzzer? Do you remember by chance? It says 1 minute 59. 1 second left. That's pretty close to the buzzer. Second round, in the quarterfinals, you wrestle Kendrick Kyle from Connor. You win that by a tech fall, 19-4. So you are on a mission. You are on an absolute mission. Semifinals, you wrestle James Bertaducci from Central Hardin. You win that by a pin in 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Now, it says your record is 50-0 going in. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Get to the finals, you wrestle Todd Patterson from Caldwell County. So that's 2 years in a row you've wrestled a Caldwell County wrestler, just a different person. In back-to-back years, 96, you wrestled Tinsley from Caldwell County. This year, you're at 145 pounds. Had you wrestled Todd Patterson before?
I do not know, but I would say no.
Okay.
We didn't meet up too much.
I can understand that. Also in 1997, Woodford County wins the team state title. So that was your third team state title in high school. Woodford County's back on the map. You won it. Four. My apologies. 4 times in high school. And you'll see in the video, you'll hear it. Everybody knows who Joe Carr is. Everybody wants a shot at Joe Carr. And Todd Patterson from Caldwell County gets the shot in the finals. But is there anything about the season outside the state championship that you remember, anything that is, worthy to talk about? If not, it's no big deal, just because you have such a illustrious career. Everybody that wrestled in the 90s and mid-90s, they have a story about wrestling you, whether they were heavyweight or not. They're like, yeah, I scrimmaged Joe Carr. I was, 285 pounds, whatever, but we wrestled. He pinned me, but it's no big deal. Mm-hmm. And if as many people have actually wrestled you as what they've said has wrestled you, you'd have a record of like 700-0 or something, because just about everybody, like I said, that wrestled in the 90s has a Joe Carr wrestling story that they scrimmaged you somewhere, they wrestled you at a tournament. But you're the man. Everybody knows it. You're the man in 1997. Now, we do have a couple cool things to show you. Some trophies, some newspaper articles. We're going to dig them out and let Joe talk about them. Now, in the 1996 video, we told you Joe won the most pins in the least amount of time. He had all 4 pins. He won that award. The KHSAA awards every year a quickest pin of the entire tournament, most pins in the least amount of time for the entire tournament for all weight classes, and they award one most outstanding wrestler. I think the ballots were already cast before the tournament began, but it's no secret that Joe won the most outstanding wrestler, and he's got his trophy that he won in 1997. Joe, show us that thing. State Outstanding Wrestler 1997. I love these old state outlines. I love how they used to give these trophies out. So you're the most outstanding wrestler, Joe. Going in, did you feel that you were the best wrestler in the state of every weight class?
I did at that point in time in my career.
And I was going to say, if you didn't say that you was, I was going to say it for you because you and I both know you were the best wrestler in the state in 1997. Now, what you're looking at here is the April edition of Wrestling USA magazine. I want to say thank you to Lloyd Sparks from Wayne County for sending this to me. He dug it out, and he sent me the photos of it. I was looking at it, and there's a familiar face right there in the middle. Joe is the 143-pound, #1 rated freestyle wrestler in America. Oh, by the way, the photo to the left, 132-pound, is a guy named Mike Zadek. In case you don't know, Mike Zadek was a 3-time NCAA All-American. He was a 2001 Big Ten champion wrestler for the University of Iowa. He was in, Joe, you know more about Mike than I do. Mike was in the Pan Am Games?
He wrestled, I think he qualified actually for one of the either world teams or Olympic teams where he actually medaled and placed along with his brother.
Wow. Now, was you ever on a team with Mike, like traveling, or did you get to meet up with Mike?
Yeah, we actually, because we were #1 in our weight classes, we wrestled Team USA versus Pennsylvania and Team USA versus Iowa.
Wow.
In a duel.
That's incredible. Now, to the right of Joe, there's some guy, 154 pounds, named Cal Sanderson.
Yeah,
you heard that right. Cal Sanderson. So you're beside 2 world-class wrestlers, so that means you're a world-class wrestler. But let's talk about Cal just for a minute in case you don't know. Cal was a 4-time high school state champion, a 4-time undefeated 159-0 NCAA champion, 2004 freestyle champion for the United States in the Olympics in Athens. But Joe, you have a story about Cal. Would you care to let the people know your wrestling story about Cal Sanderson?
Well, actually, me and Cal wrestled a lot in the summer at a lot of freestyle tournaments, so we would meet up, at different freestyle tournaments and stuff like that. But, I do have a win over Cal, as far as wrestling.
Say that a little bit louder.
I beat Cal in a wrestling match.
That's what, you heard that right. Joe actually has a win over Cal Sanderson. 159-0 in college. The current Penn State head coach, he's won, I think, 9 team titles. And Joe has a win over him. To me, I think that's more impressive than the 4 state championships. Beating somebody, Olympic champion, that you have a win over Cal Sanderson and all of his accomplishments, all of your accomplishments. I would have loved. Talk about a video I'd love to get my hands on. If you happen to have a video of that, please, for the love of God, send it to me. I will drive to State College. I will do it with Cal and be like, hey, tell me what it felt like when Joe beat you. But we're going to go to 1997 now. We're going to go to the dungeon in Frankfurt and watch Joe win his 4th state championship, be crowned the most outstanding wrestler. This one, Joe, I have to believe this match was kind of like a farewell to the fans.
I think so. It's your senior year. Just really, my mindset going into this year is, and I remember it, is that I just want to win a junior national freestyle title. And so this whole season was just kind of, just a warm up towards getting towards that point. in the season.
All right. Enough of us talking. Let's watch this video. All right, you guys are seeing what we're seeing. Now, in between the videos, Joe had a memory jog. Joe, tell us what you just told me.
Oh, I just remember being presented with they presented me with an All-American watch for being ranked number 1 in the nation. Just to commemorate a great thing that has happened for the state and representing the state and, Woodford County and myself.
So we're going to hit play. And they're chanting All-American at you again. Come walking out. Here we go.
Yeah, just coming out a little calm.
So, what we've seen, of course, you have evolved into a world-class All-American wrestler. Boom. That is proof right there. A lift, out of bounds. I think you're like, we're neutral?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay, we're neutral.
That looked like a takedown at me.
I was going to say, and I mean, you can tell that lift, the way you dumped him right there, there's two, easy two.
Yeah.
Your wrestling has skyrocketed. I mean, there's a reason why you're number 1 rated in the nation. So we go to trying to lift. So you're getting some near fall here. Doing what you're supposed to, off your knees, on your toes, making him carry your weight. You can tell. Like I said, I think the ballots were cast for most outstanding before the tournament even started.
Yeah, I just kind of remember generally just trying to dominate.
Right.
And just trying to dominate every wrestler and.
So boom, you laid him up. Oh, I thought he gave him an escape. Okay, I guess not.
Huh.
So we're wrestling.
So just breaking him down and probably getting to that ball and chain again.
Now, I don't think you can to this day because you got the arm trapped. I think they have to call it potentially dangerous, especially on a return. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Now, Chris Dunn in his videos, his 99 video, he said he could have pinned the guy anytime he wanted. He just didn't want it to end. It's kind of, is that what you're thinking? I just don't want this to end, or?
I remember having flash thoughts, like this is it.
Mm-hmm.
This is my last match.
All right, so period ends. You get your 3 near fall.
I don't think I wanted to pin him there for some reason.
Your choice.
I think I chose down.
You're going to take down.
I've evolved a little bit from 8th grade year.
Yeah. So, saying you've evolved, what has become your, could anybody hold you down?
No, not at this point of my career.
So boom, you get up, you get your 1. Take him back down.
And with a little inside trip.
There's 2. We're out. So you running that again.
Back to the ball and chain.
Now this right here, that's a senior move right there.
That's just more of all of that, just trying to show my dominance.
Boom,
Let
you
him
get
know
the
I can
pin.
pick him up anytime.
Flashing the 4. 4-time state champion. The 3rd one ever in history. And here you are on the medal podium. Four. You guys had Ian on that team.
Yeah.
You had Chris Dunn. You had some studs.
Yeah, we had a real good team. You know, just a lot of guys. You know, tribute to my dad. You know that we did a lot of work as a team in the off season,
Right.
going to different camps and wrestling in the summer, and you know, it just really all paid off when we're able to host the team title at the end of the season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So there we have watched all 4 of Joe's state championship wins, 93, 95, 96, 97. I can't tell Joe how grateful I am that he invited me down to his gym. We're at the Carr Wrestling Academy gym in Lexington, right off. It's going to be linked in the description below the website. You guys are seeing the logo of Carr Wrestling Academy. Joe, thanks for having me down, man.
Oh, appreciate it.
I really appreciate it.
It's fun doing this. A lot of memories.
Oh yeah, listen, you don't even know how many people have wanted to see your matches and hear your commentary on your matches and everything. So I just thank you for doing it for the channel and let everybody see, you know, just how good Joe Carr really was. That's all I've got. Joe, any closing thoughts?
I'm just glad that Alex is doing this. I think it's a great thing. You know, you get to look at history, Kentucky history as far as I'm concerned, and you know, I wish him the best in his endeavors as he's doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and look forward to seeing what else comes after this.
Now, we do have a bunch more Woodford County guys. It's just going to be getting up with them, getting everybody together, where we can kind of do like a 1 or 2 day event. I probably have about 60 more to do that I know of. That's not counting looking in the future. That's just people that I've talked to. I can't wait to get with them, get their videos filmed and put them out so you guys can watch, and just let Kentucky wrestling be celebrated like it should. I said it in Tony Condi's video. I'm going to say it in Joe's. I would challenge anybody to find anything else like this on YouTube for any state. It's not out there. We were the first ones to do it, and these former state champions have been gracious enough to take the time with me to go over their videos, go over their matches, and just tell their story, because a name in a history book, a name on a banner, a trophy doesn't tell the story. And for all you people that said you wrestled Joe, you can finally get to show your family just how good Joe was and tell them, yeah, this is the guy that beat me. I talk about it all the time. I see it meets. Pin me in the first period. You can see why. That's all I've got with Joe. We'll see you guys on the mats.